520, 1.20 GHz, 512 kilobytes L2, 533 MHz FSB. Conro CL, Celeron, 64-bit core microarchitecture, 65 nm process technology LGA 771 package. Variants Intel Celeron 445, 1.87 GHz, 512 kilobytes L2, 1066 MHz FSB. Celeron M, 64-bit core microarchitecture. Merom L 65 nm process technology 64 KB L1 cache. 1 MB L2 cache, integrated. SSE 3 SIMD instructions, 533 MHz/667 MHz front side bus, execute disable bit, 64-bit. No speed step technology, is not part of the Centrino package. Variants 520, 1.60 GHz. 530, 1.73 GHz. 540, 1.86 GHz. 550, 2.00 GHz. 560, 2.13 GHz. 570, 2.26 GHz. 667 MHz FSB 575, 2.00 GHz. 585, 2.16 GHz. 64-bit processors, Intel 64 Nehalem microarchitecture. Intel Pentium, Nehalem. Clarkdale, Pentium, Nehalem microarchitecture, 32 nm process technology, manufacturing the 7th of January, 2010, 2 physical cores /2 threads. 32 plus 32 KB L1 cache. 256 kilobytes L2 cache. 3 megabytes L3 cache. Introduced January 2010. Socket 1156 LGA. 2-channel DDR3. Integrated HD GPU. Variants G6950, 2.8 GHz, no hyperthreading, 12. G6960, 2.933 GHz, no hyperthreading. Core i3, first generation. Clarkdale, Core i3 first generation, 32 nm process technology 2 physical cores /4 threads. 32 plus 32 KB L1 cache. 256 kilobytes L2 cache. 4 megabytes L3 cache. Introduced on the 7th of January, 2010. Socket 1156 LGA. 2-channel DDR3. Integrated HD GPU. Variants 530, 2.93 GHz hyperthreading. 540, 3.06 GHz hyperthreading. 550, 3.2 GHz hyperthreading. 560, 3.33 GHz hyperthreading. Core i5, first generation. Linfield, Core i5 first generation, 45 nm process technology 4 physical cores /4 threads. 32 plus 32 KB L1 cache. 256 kilobytes L2 cache. 8 megabytes L3 cache. Introduced the 8th of September, 2009. Family 6 Model E, Extension Model 1E. Socket 1156 LGA. 2-channel DDR3. Variants 750S, 2.40 GHz /3.20 GHz turbo boost. 750, 2.66 GHz /3.20 GHz turbo boost. 760, 2.80 GHz /3.33 GHz turbo boost. Clarkdale, Core i5 first generation, 32 nm process technology, 2 physical cores /4 threads. 32 plus 32 KB L1 cache. 256 kilobytes L2 cache. 4 megabytes L3 cache. Introduced January 2010. Socket 1156 LGA. 2-channel DDR3. Integrated HD GPU. AES support. Variant 650/655K, 3.2 GHz hyper-threading turbo boost. 660/661, 3.33 GHz hyper-threading turbo boost. 670, 3.46 GHz hyper-threading turbo boost. 680, 3.60 GHz hyper-threading turbo boost. Core i7, first generation. Bloomfield, Core i7 first generation, 45 nm process technology, 4 physical cores /8 threads. 256 kilobytes L2 cache. 8 megabytes L3 cache. Front side bus replaced with quick path up to 6.4 GT/s. Hyper-threading is again included. This had previously been removed at the introduction of Core line. 781 million transistors. Intel Turbo Boost technology. TDP130W. Introduced the 17th of November, 2008. Socket 1366 LGA. 3-channel DDR3. Variants 975, Extreme Edition, 3.33 GHz /3.60 GHz turbo boost. 965, Extreme Edition, 3.20 GHz /3.46 GHz turbo boost. 960, 3.20 GHz /3.46 GHz turbo boost. 950, 3.06 GHz /3.33 GHz turbo boost. 940, 2.93 GHz /3.20 GHz turbo boost. 930, 2.80 GHz /3.06 GHz turbo boost. 920, 2.66 GHz /2.93 GHz turbo boost. Linfield, Core i7 first generation, 45 nm process technology, 4 physical cores /8 threads. 32 plus 32 KB L1 cache. 256 kilobytes L2 cache. 8 megabytes L3 cache. No quick path, instead compatible with slower DMI interface. Hyper-threading is included. Introduced the 8th of September, 2009. Socket 1156 LGA. 2-channel DDR3. Variants 880, 3.06 GHz /3.73 GHz turbo boost, TDP95W. 870/875K, 2.93 GHz /3.60 GHz turbo boost, TDP95W. 870S, 2.67 GHz /3.60 GHz turbo boost, TDP82W. 860, 2.80 GHz /3.46 GHz turbo boost, TDP95W. 860S, 2.53 GHz /3.46 GHz turbo boost, TDP82W. Westmere Gulftown, 32 nm process technology, 6 physical cores. 256 kilobytes L2 cache. 12 megabytes L3 cache. Front side bus replaced with quick path up to 6.4 GT/s. Hyper-threading is included. Intel Turbo Boost technology. Socket 1366 LGA. TDP 130W. Introduced the 16th of March 2010. Variants 990X Extreme Edition, 3.46 GHz /3.73 GHz turbo boost. 980X Extreme Edition, 3.33 GHz /3.60 GHz turbo boost. 970, 3.20 GHz /3.46 GHz turbo boost. Clarksfield Intel Core i7 mobile processor family, 45 nm process technology, 4 physical cores. Hyper-threading is included. Intel Turbo Boost technology. Variants 940XM Extreme Edition, 2.13 GHz /3.33 GHz turbo boost, 8 megabytes L3, TDP 55W. 920XM Extreme Edition, 2.00 GHz /3.20 GHz turbo boost, 8 megabytes L3, TDP 55W. 840QM, 1.86 GHz /3.20 GHz turbo boost, 8 megabytes L3, TDP 45W. 820QM, 1.73 GHz /3.06 GHz turbo boost, 8 megabytes L3, TDP 45W. 740QM, 1.73 GHz /2.93 GHz turbo boost, 6 megabytes L3, TDP 45W. 720QM, 1.60 GHz /2.80 GHz turbo boost, 6 megabytes L3, TDP 45W. Xeon, Nehalem microarchitecture. Gainerstown 45 nm process technology, same processor dies as Bloomfield. 256 kilobytes L2 cache. 8 megabytes L3 cache, 4 megabytes may be disabled. Quick path up to 6.4 GT/s. Hyper-threading is included in some models. 781 million transistors. Introduced the 29th of March, 2009. Variants W5590, X5570, X5560, X5550, E5540, E5530, L5530, E5520, L5520, L5518, 4 cores, 8 megabytes L3 cache, height. E5506, L5506, E5504, 4 cores, 4 megabytes L3 cache, no height. L5508, E5502, E5502, 2 cores, 4 megabytes L3 cache, no height. 64-bit processors, Intel 64 Sandy Bridge /Ivy Bridge microarchitecture. Celeron, Sandy Bridge /Ivy Bridge microarchitecture. Sandy Bridge, Celeron branded, 32 nm process technology, 2 physical cores /2 threads, 500 series, 1 physical core / 1 thread, model G440, or 1 physical core / 2 threads, models G460 and G465. 2 MB L3 cache, 500 series, 1 MB, model G440, or 1.5 MB, models G460 and G465. Introduced 3rd quarter, 2011. Socket 1155 LGA. 2-channel DDR3-1066. 400 series has max TDP of 35W. 500 series variants ending in T have a peak TDP of 35W, others, 65W. Integrated GPU. All variants have peak GPU turbo frequencies of 1 GHz. Variants in the 400 series have GPUs running at a base frequency of 650 MHz. Variants in the 500 series ending in T have GPUs running at a base frequency of 650 MHz, others at 850 MHz. All variants have 6 GPU execution units. Variants G440, 1.6 GHz. G460, 1.8 GHz. G465, 1.9 GHz. G470, 2.0 GHz. G530T, 2.0 GHz. G540T, 2.1 GHz. G550T, 2.2 GHz. G530, 2.4 GHz. G540, 2.5 GHz. G550, 2.6 GHz. G555, 2.7 GHz. Pentium, Sunday Bridge / Ivy Bridge microarchitecture. Sunday Bridge, Pentium branded, 32nm process technology, 2 physical cores / 2 threads. 3 MB L3 cache. 624 million transistors. Introduced May 2011. Socket 1155 LGA. 2-channel DDR3-1333, 800 series, or DDR3-1066, 600 series. Variants ending in T have a peak TDP of 35W, others 65W. Integrated GPU, HD 2000. All variants have peak GPU turbo frequencies of 1.1 GHz. Variants ending in T have GPUs running at a base frequency of 650 MHz, others at 850 MHz. All variants have 6 GPU execution units. Variants G620T, 2.2 GHz. G630T, 2.3 GHz. G640T, 2.4 GHz. G645T, 2.5 GHz. G860T, 2.6 GHz. G620, 2.6 GHz. G622, 2.6 GHz. G630, 2.7 GHz. G632, 2.7 GHz. G640, 2.8 GHz. G840, 2.8 GHz. G645, 2.9 GHz. G850, 2.9 GHz. G860, 3.0 GHz. G870, 3.1 GHz. Ivy Bridge, Pentium branded, 22nm Tri-Gate transistor process technology, 2 physical cores / 2 threads. 32 plus 32 KB per core, L1 cache. 256 kilobytes per core, L2 cache. 3 MB L3 cache. Introduced September 2012. Socket 1155 LGA. 2-channel DDR3-1